Everyone, and welcome back to the channel. All right, so you're seeing a lot of first-gen Broncos, and so farm fresh resto mods, and you know, Broncos like the one behind me. This one's pretty cool. There's a great story behind it. And first of all, take a look. 1976 Ford Bronco. Love the blue and the white. The red pinstripe really breaks those two colors up, and I really do like it. The story behind this is great. This was a granddaughter and a grandfather's project. Unfortunately, the grandfather passed away, and it became the father-daughter type project, and it came to life, right? So that initial, just think about that initial project, right? And then when certain things would go off the rail and wouldn't get finished, this one got finished. So let's take a look at it. Pretty cool story, I love it. So this is not a crate engine, it is a hand-built. I guess they're all hand-built to some point, but you know what I mean, in someone's garage, a 302 is rebuilt. I like the valve covers. They're a little taller than average. I like the matte, sort of that textured finish with the Ford Racing on there. It kind of reminds me of a newer style valve cover that Ford would do on a performance engine, and it's kind of their thing. It's their parts, right? So why wouldn't it look like the rest of their stuff? So if you look at this, the blue really works with the chrome. The red letters always add so much to a white grille or a chrome grille. That's why Ford, with the Heritage Edition, they brought the race red letters back on the white grills, whether it's a Heritage or a Heritage Limited. So see the hood pins. I like that little angle, how the hood pins are hanging down, the chrome. You've got the recovery hooks in the front and the red, and there again, perfect balance of the blue, this sort of I don't know, aluminum, kind of a silvery finish with the chrome, the red, the chrome bumper, the blue again, and then a little bit of color hanging below it. Really breaks it up. It's not bland. It's very cool. So let's come around to this side now. This is getting really cool. The interior is pretty awesome. Now the wheels, we didn't really talk about the wheels. You know, the wheels and tires, I think proportionally with the gap that we have right here, the distance right here, it's perfect, it's balanced. The wheels aren't too big on it, right? And they're also not too small, although I do like the original retro style smaller wheels, but the rims on this is very nice. Now, you know, the Bronco script, I mean, this is where it started. That's why it's back on the Heritage, right? This is the OG Bronco script there. So the antenna, you know, you think about radio antennas typically are on the passenger side. Well, as you can see, this is our second one. We've pointed this out, driver's side there. Have the side mirrors on each side of this Bronco. Now, this is where it is. Check this interior out. One thing that I noticed right off the bat is the small diameter steering wheel. Really looks, I mean, it looks like it really drives well, right? You can get a good grip on there. See the tack, and then you have the Bronco script written above the steering column again. And then you'll see that the speedometer over here with your different gauges, your fuel, your volts, temperature, I guess oil is going to be one of them. Vents right here. This is I think this is the hood release. The interior, the seats, I'm not sitting in it, but they look great. They look comfortable. I just love the attention to detail, the roll bar. It's just very balanced, right? So it's a very clean build. You know, it's easy to add too much to a build and it becomes busy. This one is perfectly balanced, right? It's not farm fresh, stock. It's not overbuilt, it's perfect, and I do like the way it looks. So the blue, the white, the red pinstripe on the outside adds a little bit of flavor to it. The chrome and the polished, I guess they're polished aluminum, so they're bright enough to kind of work with the chrome. So there again, keeping it consistent, looks really good. Let's come around to the back, and Becky, trying to watch that string there. The white top, there again, starts to add more color. The big spare tire hanging off the back. And let's look at that, by the way. So the spare tire is hanging on this bracket right here that is into a tow hitch. And then the jack is on the other side of it. So that's a nice added feature there. And it has a lot of James Duff parts on here. You can see the shock over here. See the rear shock on this one. Fairly new exhaust. And it looks like I think that's a Ford 9-inch in there. So pretty cool build. All right, so there you go. It's another first-gen Bronco. Never get tired of seeing them. All the builds are just a little bit different, and that's what I really like about Super Celebration East 2023. Each year we've been here, this is our third year, it gets bigger. The Broncos, the options just keep growing, right? Whether it's the 6th gen and stuff or the first. And this Bronco only has, from what I'm hearing, 30 miles on it after the rebuild. So this one is fresh. So it's been freshly redone. It doesn't get driven a lot. Great story behind it. And that's what connects us to vehicles, right? There's always that story. Either you saw someone driving it and you wanted one, or you had one, or your parents had one, or your grandfather had one, or it's a family project. Either way, this is what it's about. So if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and I will see you on the next video.